3 weeks is not long at all, but that's how much it got hold of me.
A lot of people would say that there's a huge difference in going to Thailand for 3 weeks and then going to Thailand and actually living there.
So I thought, well, why don't I take that opportunity to put all my effort and money into going back to Thailand, but starting a new life. It's just time for me now.
What's the story, everybody? Pete here from Thairish Times. Hope you're doing well. My guest today, his name is Darren John, and he's from England. And Darren has recently made a life-changing decision. He's decided that he's going to leave the UK and move to Thailand. And what's interesting about this decision is it was made after he had his first trip to Thailand. I think it was in September, very recent, where he spent 3 weeks in Thailand. He went back to the UK and he said, you know what, life in the UK is not for me. I want to move to Thailand. And today he's going to tell that story. So let's get straight into it. Okay, cool. Well, let's start it, man. Let's just, suppose for people that are watching this channel now that are Thairish Times and they don't know like who you are, and kind of just introduce yourself and say where you are, which city you're living in, and what your big plans are.
Right, well, I'm Darren John. I live in London. I was born in West London, but live in East London. Uh, Started a YouTube channel in lockdown just to stimulate the mind and for something to do as a hobby, and also for a video library for my children, really. And then kind of fell in love with it. The editing side, especially, it became more of a hobby in between, well, not in between jobs, but once I finish work, then I'd be onto the YouTube.
Recently, you took a trip to Thailand and you announced then on your channel that you're relatively soon you're going to move to Thailand. You're going to quit life in the UK and move to Thailand. Are you planning to retire to Thailand, or what is the actual plan?
The trip was 8 months in the making because, like yourself, I like to do a lot of research using YouTube and just watching different videos and people, introduce a different aspect of what they do. So I researched Thailand, and that's how I chose the four places, which was Bangkok, Krabi, Chiang Mai, and Pattaya. So yeah, it was a long time getting it all together because for me it was a trip of a lifetime. Always wanted to go to Asia, so Thailand kind of ticked all the boxes really.
So this is actually your first trip, the trip you just went on there a couple of months ago. That was your first trip to Thailand.
Yeah, yeah. Middle of September, I travelled over there. It was for 22 days. Yeah, just to visit those four different places. Just fell in love, especially Krabi. Krabi really got hold of me. Um, but all the places did really. I just I felt comfortable and I felt safe. And it was a weird feeling because living in London, you don't get that. You don't feel that at all. But in Thailand, I did. And yeah, it really grabbed me. So I thought, okay, well, this could be somewhere I'll definitely be coming back to. And then when I went back to England, my job, I was hoping it was coming to an end kind of October, November, but I was hoping it was going to be extended, but it wasn't. So I thought, well, why don't I take that opportunity to put all my effort and money into going back to Thailand, but starting a new life.
Wow, okay. And I mean, that is such a massive decision to make after 21, 22 days in a country.
Yeah.
Do you normally make decisions like this, or is this just kind of like, you've had enough of life and you need a drastic change?
It's not that I've had enough of life. It's just I wanted a change of life. I've got two grown-up children. I have a older sister, and I have a mum that's still very independent. So everyone's fit and well, doing their own thing. and I just think it's just time for me now. I said to all my friends and family, I'm not going to the moon. I'm going to Thailand. It's just a flight away. So I'll still be coming back to England, but yeah, going back to the question, 3 weeks is not long at all, but that's how much it got hold of me. I mean, if I'm honest, I wasn't a massive fan of Bangkok, but having said that, I wasn't there long enough to explore the whole city. So, but out of the four places, the other three I preferred. But yeah, I don't know. It's just that the feeling I got from being there. I've never experienced anything like it, um, and I still
What
can't.
what were the feelings that you had?
Um, the one that I usually say, because I'm motorbike mad. Um, so when I was over there, I hired a motorbike, and I was in Krabi, and I'm riding along, and it was like when I was 8 years old, my dad took me to a junior speedway team to join a speedway club because I was into bikes then. They didn't have any speedway bikes in because they were all out racing. So they had a CB 250 Honda. And they said, well, jump on that and we'll teach you on there. So the guy jumped on the back and I'm going up and down this yard, first and second gear, and then he jumped off. So I'm now riding up and down this yard on a 250 bike. I'm 8 years old. And the feeling was just wow. And that's the feeling I got when I was in Krabi. It was like being 8 years old again. And it was just overwhelming. It's really hard to explain actually, but
Well, I can understand because I think this channel is everyone on this channel loves Thailand. So everyone kind of knows their first couple of weeks or their first trip to Thailand. It's kind of like when you go back again and again for holidays, you're always trying to chase that first feeling you had the first time you were there. But the more you get to know Thailand, the more you get used to it, it's kind of harder to find that feeling. So I can relate to what you're saying when it's a magical feeling. Right. So let me play devil's advocate for a second here. A lot of people would say that there's a huge difference in going to Thailand for 3 weeks and then going to Thailand and actually living there. We've all been there. You're on holiday mode. You're flashing the cash around, 2 week millionaire, all that kind of stuff. You only see the good sides of the country or of the place you're traveling, and you don't really experience what life is like there, living there full time.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just having that short time there, I just, that's all I've been thinking about since. How would I fit in over here, and would I be happy here long term? And I thought, well, yeah, because there's only there's only so much you can get excited in one place. But once I'm there, I want to travel anyway. So I want to go to Vietnam and other places. So I'm not just going to stay in one area and, you know, get my deck chair out, as it were. I still want to explore while I'm young enough to do it. So I totally understand that, I've had a lot of comments in my videos saying, 3 weeks, that's not long to make this decision. But there were so many reasons to go as well because I mentioned earlier about the job. Now, I could just keep paying them the rent each month on the hope that I get another job. Now, don't get me wrong, there's jobs out there, but not on the pay grade that I've been used to. So I just think, well, in 6 months' time, I could still be here, and I've wasted 6 months' rent when I could actually go and get a happy life and start somewhere else.
I saw one of your videos. You said that you've kind of lost the love of work in the UK.
Yeah, you know, getting up in the morning to go to work becoming a chore, and I've never been like that. Um, even weekends. I'll be sitting here and thinking, oh, I can go out and film something, and I'll just sat there and I can't be bothered. And I love doing YouTube. So for me to sit there and say that was massive. Yeah, when I was in Thailand, I was filming 3 or 4 a day because I had that buzz, you know. And don't get me wrong, we all get the honeymoon period. I understand that, but that's not going to stop me loving Thailand and having that feeling, you know.
So then the plan B is then if it doesn't go to plan, say 6 months to a year, you'll go back to the UK.
I've actually got a 12-month return flight, so I can have that anytime I like within the 12 months. It's booked. It's booked for 60 days because, as you know, you have to come back after 60 days. And then all I do once I'm there, I'll just change that flight to whenever because I think almost certainly I'll be coming back to the UK to visit anyway within that year. So
And then, so you said in one of your videos you're 55 years of age. So then you qualify for the retirement visa. Is that the visa you're thinking of getting, or is it a tourist visa, or what kind of visa do you think you're going to do?
I've been advised to go to a place called One Stop on Soy 6. The English guy owns the company and is supposed to be very, very knowledgeable and helpful. So I think I'm just going to go in there and sit down and ask some questions, see what the best visa is for me.
Okay. Um, I don't want to like be like super negative and be like you need to be careful over there, but I kind of do feel like after me, so I spent 12 years in Thailand. Um, you're going to live in Pattaya, and you've been there and 3 weeks. Um, I don't know your personal life. I don't know if you like a drink or how much you do like to drink or the bars and that kind of nightlife, the scene. Uh, but the risk would be the highest risk for you, I would say, would be um, if there's some incredible predatory people over there that would see you as a big opportunity. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I get how it works over there. And to be fair, I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine and he said, did you go to this place and this place and this place? I said, I stayed in for 3 days in the evening. He said, how could you possibly stay in when you've got all that there? I said, because that's not why I'm going. I'm going for the whole experience. So I sit in the evening and edit a video that I've done that day quite happily because I might go and have a couple of drinks, but I know how it works. And I'm not good at drinking on my own anyway. I think I'd rather drink with people, so socially. But yeah, drinking on my own is not not something I enjoy really. So
Where are you planning to base yourself? Is it Pattaya you're going to stay first, or are you going to rent a condo, or you said you're going to move around? Are you like what are you gonna do
I've been
for where
looking
you're going to
at
stay?
a lot of condos like Pratt Mac area, John Tien maybe. Um, and all the estate agents have basically said, look, all the condos you're sending us, you might as well just wait until you come because it's happened 3 times now. I've seen a condo alike, and then a week later, someone's renting it because I'm not there. So it's like, okay, when I arrive, I've got 10 days in a hotel. So that'll give me 10 days then to find a place to stay.
Okay. All right. So Pattaya is going to be the kind of the first stop, and you're going to use that as a base, and then go travel from there.
I think so because Chiang Mai's an hour away and Crab is the other way, and that's an hour away. So it's quite central.
A couple of your subscribers, actually, many of them said that the happiest they've ever seen you was when you were in Thailand.
That was really nice to hear actually, because um, for people just to see my face and my aura, because that's all it would have been, and noticed how much I loved it. It was really humbling actually, because they're absolutely right.
Are you slightly worried that you've built this audience and your content is based in London? You've gone all everywhere throughout London, and it's a very, very interesting city. And anyone that goes there always has a connection to it, and they always watch videos again about it. It's a great place. Are you kind of concerned that if you do switch content or direction of your channel, you're going to leave those subscribers behind who may not necessarily be interested in Thailand? Some of them will follow you across, but are you nervous that the jump might be too much from London to say Krabi?
4 weeks ago, if you'd have asked me, I would have said yes. I am worried, but in 2 weeks since I've been doing the Thailand announcements, I've had 2,500 new subscribers. So I would like to think that they watch my channel for me and not where I am. I would like to think that. Um, if that's not the case, then we'll see on the views when I'm over there. But um, that'd be a nice thing. If they're watching Darren John for Darren John, um, I hope I can be anywhere in the world and I still get the viewers.
Vlogging in Thailand. I mean, the dilemma that you're going to have entering that new niche is going to be that a lot of the views, a lot of the big viral videos lie around the sex industry because there's obviously people want to see that. A lot of people go to Thailand for that. Therein lies the dilemma. I'm not saying you're going to start filming all this content, but it's hard to to say if I want to make a lot of money fast, that's the content people want to see, and then
Well, that
a
takes me
lot of
back
people
to,
switch.
well, I said earlier, I hope people watch it for me. So I was there for 3 weeks and I had a lot of people saying, "You haven't showed us any nightlife yet." No, because I'm not going to. There's plenty of people that do it. If you want to see that, then go and watch their channels. But again, it's not what I'm here for, you know. So I might do one a month, if that, of the nightlife. But I don't like filming that kind of thing anyway, because you can be filming people that don't want to be on film, and it's not fair. I don't think it's fair. So I'll be very surprised if I did anything like that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Even though
well,
it gets the views,
mm,
I'm not there again. I'm not gonna sell my soul just to get some views.
fair enough. And if you do, I mean, Pattaya there's so many incidents with vloggers in Pattaya getting their cameras broken and getting into fist fights, and
Yeah,
it's all on YouTube. It's a mental place for and then the last thing is 99% of people that go to Pattaya, they don't want to be filmed.
no.
A lot of people are playing away from home, and the last thing they want to be is on YouTube. When is it you're actually going to go?
When?
Yeah.
Sunday.
What? I thought it was a couple of weeks. You're going on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoa, man.
flight's been booked like 5 weeks. Yeah.
Wow. And what do your family, your kids are they all happy for you? What do they think about all this? It's very fast.
Yeah, I mean, they get why I'm going, and they get why I'm going so quick, because as I said, I can stay and pay the rent for another month. It's like the motorbikes. I'm having trouble selling my bikes at the moment, and my family said, "Well, why didn't you? If you left it another month, you might be able to sell them." I said, "But if I don't, then what? I'll stay another month and another month, So I'm not, because what I can get a one bedroom for in Thailand for 12 months, I pay for 1 month here.
Wow.
Exactly, yeah. London's not a cheap place to live. That's why I needed to go, not immediately, but as soon as humanly possible. So I gave my landlord a
So you're
month.
selling all your stuff.
Yeah, selling everything.
How many bikes? Two bikes.
I had three. I've sold one, but Yeah, two more to go. Because
Well,
it's not the selling them per se. It's if I don't sell them, where am I going to put them? You know, and that's why people have said, well, why didn't you wait? Because that's another month's rent, and so it goes on.
so where are you gonna put them while you're heading off to Thailand on Sunday? Where are the bikes? You gonna leave them with a friend or
Yeah, I'll have to get the begging mat out, and
you're gonna slash the prices?
I have already.
Yeah.
But it's people say it's the wrong time of year, but that's when I used to buy my bikes.
Well, Darren, look, it's been a pleasure, man. Best of luck in your journey. It's going to be exciting, and I'm excited for you. I hope it all works out, and we're going to see it all on the channel anyway. And look, best of luck with everything.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. Appreciate it.
Cheers, and maybe we'll do it again, maybe in a couple of months. And I'll be in
Yeah,
Thailand in April, and maybe we could do a face to face and how you're getting on 4 months into it.
yeah, by all means.
All right, cool, Darren. Take it
Right.
easy. Cheers.
Thanks,
Bye
Pete.
bye.